Look, I am on board 851's last bus, and I'm scrolling through YouTube. And I have to I just wanted to relax. And yet I have to read you guys' dumb shit. Look. I need you to use your fucking brain. Number one, I don't understand why Singaporeans have bad English. Like, what the hell is you need have procured electric double... Firstly, you don't understand that electric double-decker buses are really hard to find, right? And the only good one so far is actually Yutong E12 double-decker. And they didn't even order more of them. They should have ordered more of them. Oh, we just overtook 980. I think that's the last bus as well, that's why it's crawling. I mean, my 851 is the last bus, but... You know, maintenance-wise, electric single-deckers and electric bendy buses, I don't know why, but they are easier to maintain than double-decker buses. Again, I don't know the specifics. But under RW's rule, they are just unable to procure them. Now that RW is gone from bus assets, they are actually able to procure the bendy buses already. So logically, they're not giving up on bendy buses. And the thing is, when these dumbasses say, "Oh, LTA said will be no more articulated buses." So, again, his poor English can be clearly seen. Like, what the hell is LTA apostrophe S said will be no more Again, you guys need to work on your fucking English. Okay, I'm an outsider. I'm a foreigner. And I speak better English than you. What the And the thing is, like, since his YouTube account is created like 4 years ago, I don't know if it's his parents' account, but I'm expecting like at least a secondary school student or even primary 5, primary 6 to have at least decent levels to be at least decent in English. And then this guy goes like, "MTA said we're having no more educated business." And like, what the fuck? Okay, but besides that, I need you guys to actually think critically. Why does the new Ang Mo Kio depot have 50 bendy bus slots and not just 10? In case it was like Seletar Depot's replacement. I don't know if Seletar Depot is going to be replaced by Simpang or this new Ang Mo Kio depot. And I don't know if in that case if Simpang would be for Woodlands. Because Simpang is definitely not Mandai's replacement. Mandai is pretty much permanent. It's like a permanent depot. They just need to install like the electric bus chargers. So again, this is one great example of someone who has zero fucking critical thinking skills. And I really need you guys to develop it. You just hear something from some random source and then you just parrot it. Fine, even if it's from like some random source, can you at least just justify your reasoning and don't just give fucking blanket statements like this? It really annoys me when I have to repeatedly read your comments like this. It's so brain dead. And do you need me to teach you how to count to 50? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, sorry, 50. That's 50. I just counted to 50. Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 40. Goju. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. I counted to 50 in 3 languages. That's how many bendy bus slots there are for one depot. In case your dumbass still doesn't understand. And I'm sorry for my video being shaky. I'm literally not concentrating. I'm tired. I don't want to deal with these comments anymore. Oh my god. And I'm really sorry for raging just now. But seriously, why the fuck am I getting these comments? I thought my audience was supposed to be smarter. No, like, when you want to say LTA, you need to say that statement. You need to specify whether if that statement is coming from like a certain department or another department. You cannot just say, oh, LTA in general. You need to specify which department. I don't fault you if you don't know the specific department, it's fine, but I fucking hate it when people just give blanket statements. It's like, you guys, like, I don't know if it's like a trait of Singaporeans or anything, but you guys, you lack the ability to think for yourself and to logically reason things out. People say A, you just absorb A. People say B, you just absorb B. I tell you to eat shit, you literally eat shit. You guys need to do better, honestly. Oh my god, like... I just wish people here, like... I put in effort to make videos and just in hopes that people would, like... be able to reason stuff better. And then I come across all these comments, I really don't know what to say. I just want to give up, honestly. I just feel like that, like, no matter how many videos I make, people are just gonna act like this again. It's like they're not gonna change, they're just gonna continue acting like this. I know the YouTube account was probably made by a kid, but I don't have high hopes for you. Oh my god. Okay, there's a 67 and a 57. Oh my... Again, I am really sorry that I needed to make this video to let off some steam, because it is really getting ridiculous. Like... Again, the one thing that I hate the most is like when people just parrot things without thinking. I also parrot things from other people, like my intels, but I try to reason it out. I try to convert it into a way that's easier for you guys to understand. I even try to reason it out as well. I just don't know why this skill is just lacking in most Singaporeans, from my own experiences. I mean, if if you ask me why I don't have like high hopes for the Singapore bus community in general, I'm not saying all of you, but this is the reason why. Again, like I've explained, I put in effort to make videos and then it turns out like this. Some stupid fuck just comes in and ignores whatever I said throughout the video. I specified a lot of things. He didn't even listen to a single one of them and he's like, no you, this is the truth. So okay, from now on, in that case from now on, I'm not even gonna bother explaining things. I'm just gonna say things and you guys have to accept it. Do you guys really want me to turn into that kind of YouTuber? I don't want to, so I mean, if you're asking why sometimes I kind of lose faith in the Singapore bus community, this is exactly why. It's just fucking dumb people. Oh my god. I know I could just ignore people, but sorry, when people have such a huge misunderstanding, I cannot just like sit there and expect people to like, no, I cannot just sit there and, you know, watch people sink further. That's why I even make these explanation videos in the first place. And the thing is that, like, I as a person, like, I put myself out in public so that you guys can see the true me, whether I am nice to people or whether I'm rude to people or whether I rage at people, be it whether I mean it or if it's just for the shits and giggles, stuff like that. I mean, if I put myself out, people, I mean, it's like, it's completely fine to criticize me and I honestly don't give a fuck. But what pisses me off more than these so-called hate comments is stupid people like this. I don't know if you guys have like the same thought process. It's like, do you guys prefer if you get hate comments or do you prefer if you get stupid comments like this? Like, it's just beyond hope. Please tell me honestly, because at this point I would rather just say hate I would rather receive actual hate comments as opposed to comments from these stupid fucks. I was just outside filming elevators and stuff like that. I was just tired. And then I open my YouTube and I see that fucking shit and it's just not a good feeling. It's more of like the wasted effort kind of thing. It's not even like people not validating the amount of effort you put in, but it's more of like at times like these you kind of just want to give up, honestly. Because in some sense, like, no matter how hard you try to make videos to educate people, I mean, the way you deliver videos doesn't really matter at this point, but you just making videos to educate people and then you just get treated like this. This is not okay. That's the diversion 100. Okay, the reason why I don't usually film like the F1 diversions is because I've already filmed them. And then different services, different routes, right? But then some of the routes, they tend to be repetitive or like have overlap routes. That's why I didn't film them. Pardon my words for being choppy and stuff like that, because I'm just really tired. You know, I never had this issue with like Japanese bus fans. At most, they make threats about like, oh, reporting me to like the bus companies because I took a front view video that doesn't expose people's face, but they still decided to report me anyway. But the thing is, if I get policed, other people, it is only fair that other YouTubers get policed as well. I mean, even if they report, the public transport operators, they wouldn't even give a fuck, because they know that these front view videos are what keeps the bus community going. That's why they wouldn't even wanna, they just wouldn't bother. If it was really illegal in the first place, the front view videos in Japan wouldn't even exist. I mean, that's already like the worst I have experienced from the Japanese bus community, like back home. But I feel like whatever I experienced in Singapore is just a lot worse. I don't know why people here are like that. Somebody please tell me why, honestly. Oh my god. And I am sorry for making so much noise on board this double-decker. I know this is the last bus and the upper deck is empty, but I'm sorry, please forgive me. Just for today, I just need to like let off some steam for a while. Because I'm just done. Like, it's not just this one incident. Like, previous incidents, like, I literally exist and I get screwed over by the other bus enthusiasts who only care about clout and stuff like that. I mean, okay, fine. But yeah, when it accumulates, you just really feel like giving up. It's not a good feeling. I just hate it when I put in effort and then people just treat me like I'm fucking dumb. I know they're kids, but like they treat me like I'm fucking dumb. They try to they try to be all high and mighty. They try to say, "Oh, LTA said this." Stupid, man. Like, what the fuck? Deep breath, Zach. Deep breath. If the next few days I'm not feeling good, this is why. I just had enough. I really had enough. Again, it's not really one comment bothering me so much, but like when it adds up, it, like I told you, it's just really tiring. Because whatever the Singapore bus enthusiasts do, it just doesn't make sense. It's just explaining nicely to them, using logic and everything just doesn't work. For some reason. I really want to know the way Singaporeans think in general. Because me and them in general, I'm not saying all of you, some of you are nice, thank you very much, but like we just cannot seem to find a common ground. It's like, or am I stupid? Or do I fail to understand you people? Please tell me honestly. Or is it a cultural difference? I have no idea. Once I return home to Japan, yes, I'm glad that I made full use of my time in Singapore to film my buses, to film my elevators and stuff like that, so I have no regrets. But as I've told people, I am never visiting Singapore again. And this is the reason why. Because some people here are just beyond stupid. At least in Japan, if people happen to be stupid, you could put like a reason to their stupidity. For Singaporeans, you just can't. Again, the reason why I'm posting this on YouTube is to show people my real self, that the fact that like, yeah, I can be passionate, I can be happy and stuff like that, but you know, I just want people to actually see me at my worst. I don't want to hide it from people. Whatever toxic traits I have, I just want to show it to all of you. Okay, not that I am condoning the fact that I do these things. I'm trying to control myself, but like, I just want you to know, like, sometimes there are gonna be days whereby I just feel like this due to whatever reason. But I feel like Singaporeans have just pushed me to the limit. Never experienced this with any other people, any other demographic around the world. It's just this demographic. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry that you guys are born here. I know this country doesn't have natural disasters. It's like technically kind of safe at night and stuff like that. But when it comes to like intellect in general, it's just critical thinking in general, I'm sorry. A lot of these, it just seems to be lacking in Singapore, I would say. Oh my god. Also, by the way, please treasure your B9TL rides. I know this bus is around 2016 or 2017. Like, it'll be around 8 to 9 years, but then there are rides that are 15 years old right now. So even though there's a lot of them, please treasure them while you can, because they're not gonna last forever. Unless you're somehow able to like put it into a video game and then you could play that video game forever, I guess. But oh my god, yeah, treasure your buses. There is 196, by the way. And by the way, this is how you know that my videos aren't scripted at all, because literally as soon as I saw that comment, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna pick up my phone, I'm gonna record, I'm gonna let out some steam live for you to see. All my toxic traits, you guys shall see them. I mean, I don't blame it if people think I have like anger management issues. Well, okay, I'm just gonna tell you, as a kid, I had them. I had OCD, I mean, I still have OCD, and I have this thing called anxiety, which basically means I could flare up, like let's say from 0 to 10, like a meter. It could go from like 0 to 10 instantly, and then I would just, it might take a while, but I would just calm down. But I'm not like normal people whereby they the whole pissed off meter, it just rises gradually. No, for me it's like it's just very sudden outbursts. And so technically, when people say, "Do I have anger management issues?" I would say I used to have them. As of now, I'm able to like manage them better. But I would say that comment plus a few things that I've been experiencing for the past month. I would say like I got really close to like 10, really close, like recently, because of that. But I think it's okay to like just voice out, and it's okay to like have an honest conversation about your own personal struggles, even if you happen to be like unintentionally toxic to other people, or even if it was intentional. I would like to apologize, but like really, I would like to apologize. But really, the stuff that has been happening, like the past few months or so, like people giving me shit during the B5LH debuts and stuff like that, even though I did nothing to them and I only reacted when provoked. So yeah, I mean, I still don't understand how people can say, "Oh, this isn't bullying, it's just bullying masked as it just I'm gonna mask my bullying as rage baiting or trolling when it's clearly bullying or being a dick in general." But yeah, But basically, this video is about like, okay, this certain demographic. Okay, I've calmed down a little bit now. This certain demographic, it really, it just really pushes me to the limit. I would say. A couple of times. Oh my god. Maybe after like. After venting out my anger and stuff like that, maybe I'll be able to sleep better. I think I need to. I've been sleeping okay these few days, but I feel like I need to sleep better. Cause it's like, mentally you have to recharge a bit. Yeah, things can go wrong. People can be against you for whatever reason, but. Just shrug it off, deal with it, and just, I try not to look back at the past. I've been trying. Okay. Next stop is my stop. I need to get off. I'm gonna help the bus captain pull time at the next stop. But yeah, I really treasure all my B9TL rides. Regardless of what batch it is. So yeah, basically I I didn't intend to like record that video at all. I just wanted to chat with my friends, but yeah. I think occasionally I feel like it's okay to let off some steam. And I don't think people should be ashamed of like revealing their own weaknesses, personal struggles, or even their own toxicity to other people. Not that we're like trying to justify our toxicity or anything, but it's just to let people know a bit more about you and know the real you a little bit more. Honestly, as you can see, I think what I went through just now, like my emotional well-being, I mean my emotions in general and stuff like that, like when I talk it out, it's like you could see the difference between me talking normally and me talking when I'm like pissed off and everything like this, right? So I guess you could say that vlogs are really a good way to de-stress. I mean, if this actually helps me de-stress, then maybe I should do it more. Like obviously I'm not gonna do a live stream unless like I have Wi-Fi, and it has to be good Wi-Fi. I don't want to live stream when the connection is not that good, but it's like I think these vlogs, if they help me actually de-stress, then I think I would continue doing them, I would say. No shame, no harm in doing it anyway. I don't mean to offend people. I just, it just comes, sometimes it just comes to a point whereby you just cannot take it anymore. Not because somebody posted a hate comment or anything, but it's like you're just so done with like whatever is like happening. And by the way, it's usually cumulative. People usually don't break just because of one thing, but it's more of like cumulative. Yeah. So anyway, usually when I take like the last 851, I would just do this long walk. And I could also stop by at like 7-Eleven and grab some, stuff in general. Because the one that is nearby, I think that one closed already, so I only have this 7-Eleven as well as like the one that's outside Tiong Bahru MRT. Just two of them that are the most like convenient for me at this point in time. I mean, ironically, Singapore is like, this area in Singapore is like starting to look a bit like Japan, like where you have to do all these long walks because to get food in general, because I feel that like whatever stall that like opens in this area, it just tends to like close down very quickly because there is just not much demand, and then the demographics is just elderly, and there's just no real demand over here, I would say. That being said, I miss the weather in Japan. I miss the food there. Because I feel that like, even though I feel Malaysian food tastes better than Singaporean food, Singapore in general doesn't really have a lot of like, doesn't really have a lot of like authentic dishes of their own, I would say. Sorry for the, I said authentic wrong. I meant to say like dishes of their own. But like you could feel that like standard wise, Malaysia usually wins. It could be Singaporean food cooked by a Malaysian chef, and then the Malaysian chef would win over the Singaporean chef. Other than like what? Bandung, roti john, chili crab, some of the noodle dishes like mee something, or I don't know if murtabak is Singaporean or not, but it sounds Singaporean enough to me, I would say, like the whole concept of that dish. I know Middle East, like the Mediterranean food in general, they have that concept as well, like even Turkish food. But I believe murtabak has origins in Singapore. Again, please correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. Talking about food is actually a good way to like de-stress. But I feel like the quality of food in Singapore has like gone down a little bit. And it's not that there's no good food in Singapore. There is, but please treasure them, because I feel like they wouldn't last, because the government and the greedy landlords and stuff like that, they are really sabotaging their own hawkers and the hawker culture as well. So they wouldn't last, I would say. There is good food in Singapore, you just have to find it. And I say this as an outsider. It's just that you have to put in a bit more effort to find it, which is sad. But I just feel like when it comes to food, sorry, I prefer the food in Japan. Doesn't necessarily have to be like Japanese cuisine. It could be Indian cuisine, Korean, Nepalese, marketed as Indo curry, like Indian curry, Bangladeshi as well, Turkish, Italian. I love Caesarea in Japan. I should be saying Caesarea. I just accidentally said the English pronunciation of it, but yeah. Because I heard a lot of Singaporeans saying whatever the way they pronounce it in Singapore, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna 7-Eleven. I'm gonna stop this video. This is a good way to de-stress, honestly. Oh shit, there's a car behind me. Sorry, sumimasen. But there is literally a Japanese ad right here. Nice. Nihon Ninki Teiban. Ooh.